Welcome to Onivia, League of Legends highlights. These are the best highlights from today's LCK matchup.
This Bro navigating an early game kind of okay. And it has been something they've been good at. They feel well drilled, you know, when it comes to early game plans, as Beryl is going to find himself in an awkward spot, stacking up the Winter's Bite here. The concussive blows do come on down, but Envy just going to get flashed on. The barrier comes in. It is going to be a 1-for-1. Both supports picking up some money. Polo getting the first.
Early Dragon?
I mean, this is the bro activity that we're getting used to, all right? Well, the bros, yeah, they're proactive for the first 10 minutes, and then they get confused there to actually contest this, and so that is going to be YongJ locking down the remaining two. Continuing to pick up wins, as we now have a heal being blown towards the bottom side. Grand Entrance is going to stop Polo from being able to do too much more, but that is a lot of investment into this 2v2, as now Def taking a fair bit of damage. Polo is going to be the focus here, as Envy is stacking this one up. Def getting taken down solo. Next couple of autos are going to do it as the heal comes in, but it's not enough. And that is Envy and Polo picking up a kill in the 2v2.
Button power spike. Oh boy.
Yeah, Pioshik on a big rotation. Flash is available, but there is the quickness in. True Shot Barrage comes down as Envy is just going to get kicked away. And that Glacial Fissure did not help out at all. Deft is gifted the kill, and KT back in control bottom lane.
Very nicely done there by Pioshik. Really good window found. Circumvents the wards in the river, gets over the wall, and even with double investment of the summoners, Envy ends up going down. As YongJ, yeah, should be looking for a punish opportunity here. At the very least, they're going to zone Perfect away. Fate's on his way as well. Oh, Perfect.
Yeah, I think Perfect is
staying.
He is at least flashing, but is he going to just accept his fate? That is the question, and the answer is yes. Just realizing they're not going to be able to get too much done here as Envy moving on over to...
It's not like you pick the Orianna to...
Yeah, crush the 1v1.
Crush the 1v1. That's just never going to be the case. It's going to come down to the team fights. I really like the denial of the grubs here. I don't know if it's actually going to work, though, as Fane and Morgan doing a really good job at denying access to the area, and Mauer Drake is taking a YongJ's on his way. Yep,
Pioshik is going to come back in. BDD gets over the wall, and it's a Hextech Drake. So these Hextech gates are going to be pretty dangerous here as Polo moves in.
That's going to be 4 if Pioshik can't find the smite, and we're going to be having a test.
Deft is closer than Envy, though. He does have access to the arrow. Let's see whether that is going to be utilized, whether that's going to land. 3 for 3 would be okay, but it looks like YongJ does have control unless KT can pressure them away. Smite is up here from Pioshik if he can get in. That is going to be secured by KT. The arrow is going to be soaked by Beryl, but he's just going to explode. That's a kill. Going over to Morgan as now Polo is going to get kidnapped, and now Morgan in as well. But Culver Meek is so valuable, and Pioshik is trying to get out. It's just not going to work because now it is Viego's version of Cassante chasing them down, and this is what a pick comp does. It just chases you to the end of the earth. And that is YongJ really having a phenomenal...
Yeah, that's what we're looking at right now.
It's a 4,000 gold lead. Bro are really, really far ahead.
This would be big, though. If they kill Morgan...
Yeah, he'll miss out on the wave as well. And so Morgan is pretty tanky. Pioshik goes in, but arrow not going to really do too much. Just going to be soaked. As now, speaking of soaked, oh dear. Perfect going to be in a little bit of trouble. Does mitigate a bunch of the CC, but he's not going to be able to mitigate death. That is going to be Fate locking that one down. And that's an inner turret in trade. And yeah, they managed to get some bounty gold, but that is not going to stop this from being a massive win for Bro.
That's the inner going down. It's a kill getting picked up as well.
And going to be here for this battle, but this is so much extra money for Bro. I don't know how KT could possibly find a team fight in this one.
They're not. They're just saying we're not going to try. BDD is just TPing towards the top half of the map, which I think is the right call. BRION, get the mid lane turret. Like mid lane turret falling. You know, with the LeBlanc, always going to feel absolutely incredible.
Oh yeah.
And Rakan, as good as he is, can definitely struggle a little bit in these type of face check scenarios, as we do have the arrow to come through.
Yep, absorbed by Beryl, as it could have hit on the BDD. It might have been Fate with the ability to maybe lock something down, but not looking like the case. So, 6,000 gold is the lead. As Pioshik comes on through, BDD and Def now joining up with their team. And Beryl can play the front line somewhat. You know, he's pretty maneuverable, but Pioshik getting on in there. There's a safeguard out. I don't know about that one because he now has to just walk, running out of buttons. Teleport comes in from Perfect. His health bar is back up once again, but the arrow going to connect onto the Cassante. He eats that CC, so that is arrow now down for not much of a response. And Def needs to hit a few of these Qs. Does manage to get himself out, but my god, the burst damage is ridiculous. And KT, they do manage to at least get into a position to maybe challenge. But that is about it. That's the end of the Hopium. And now Fate comes on forward. Beryl looks for the quickness. Onto the LeBlanc. She takes so much damage. Pioshik tries to find her. The kick doesn't get it. And now Fate is able to teleport his way back into this fight once again. PDD over to the side. Will he be able to find a shockwave angle? That's the question. As Perfect is tanking so much in this fight. But there goes Pioshik. That is going to be the dragon going over to Bro, and Fate has teleported in, and he is named effectively because Bro's fate is to win as soon as they have no hope of playoffs.
Oh, we knew going into the day, but the golds, the wallets are so heavy here. The poke from KT just doesn't land the same way, and then the moment that Morgan shows up, KT, you see like, that's not fun.
No, it's not.
That's slow, the electricity. It's obnoxious, Atlas.
It is. And this is unfettered Bro. This is Bro without a care in the world.
I didn't want to believe. Oh, how wrong I was.
Well, this is one of those things. Once you've seen it a few times, it becomes less about superstition and more about it's just what happens. It's just one of those observable things that we see. We may not necessarily be able to explain, but it just happens, and we just have to accept it.
Science can't explain this.
Yeah. Sometimes we just don't have enough to really explain it, but we know that it's a thing. And that's just how it goes. We don't have computers that can work it out yet, but that we know that there's a reason. Coincidence? I think not. And Bro, they don't think so either. They're looking to try and get this push happening towards the bottom side. Morgan, full health, Fate coming on over. That is going to be base broken in the mid lane. Not actually pushing too hard, Bro, but they're just getting what they can with the movements that they have available to them. And it's working out very nicely so far. Perfect. I don't think it's going to be able to defend this wave. So that should be the inhibitor turret in the bottom lane falling down. And KT not wanting to lose this without a fight, but I just don't think it's a fight that they can win as Arrow is going to connect. It's soaked by Perfect. He's probably the right target to soak it, but now they're just closing in onto KT. Deft has gone back. He's picked up maybe an item or two. But that's still inhibitor down in mid, inhibitor down in bot. And Bro will just slink away. Assessment. We love outcome-focused assessment. And Renekton, first pick, won. So I'm going to say that it's really, really good. Well, it hasn't won yet. Let's see whether this team fight, anything miraculous is going to happen. That kick was beautiful. That might be the start of it as Envy is going down low. He will be traded for Pioshik in here, but it's Fate with a lot of damage still. And some very heavy wallets. There's the Heartbreaker forward. Deft is flashing away from YoungJ, but he's not going to be able to get anywhere because Morgan comes in and cuts down his former AD carry. That's going to be the end of the game, and Bro Levers rise up. You might be out of playoff contention, but you can still blue shell these teams that are still in the running. Nexus goes down, and Bro's obvious.
These were the best highlights from today's LCK matchup. Click that subscribe button faster than Ramus can say, okay. See you on the next one.